Lifestyle here, child of God. What's going on? What's going on with y'all, family? Good evening. I got to do a good evening podcast here. I haven't done one in a while, late in the evening before I retire. Lifestyle, child of God, good evening. Thank you all for liking. Thank you all for subscribing. Thank you all for the new subscriptions, man. Thank you all for the new subscribers. Very grateful. Thank you. We are moving up low key. Little by little. Thank you so much for the subscribers. Thank you for all those that watch, that are haters and congratulators. Thank you all so much for subscribing. We got a lot of new subscribers, so welcome to the channel, Lifestyle Child of God, where we talk about everything lifestyle, politics, and what it means to be a child of God and how to move godly. It's a tough thing to do, let me tell you. Um, I guess today I'm beginning my fast. The Lord has called me into fasting, so today I'm beginning my fast, and it's difficult because I'm hungry. But we gotta fast, and we gotta read, and we gotta pray, and we gotta resist the flesh. I don't think it's gonna be too long, but I need the Lord to hear me in my prayers. I need the Lord to hear me diligently. But yeah, man, I got up here because I wanted to ask the family to help me out. I'm raising funds for my new business, and there's an event coming up. It's a month out. It's some time out. I got some time to prepare for it, but I'm gonna need your help. I gotta get started, and I'm gonna need your help. So I gotta get started here. And there's some licensing that I have to get in order to get my new business started. So I need help getting this licensing, and I'm asking the family, all my new subscribers, and everybody that watches the channel. Can you help me? Can you help me raise the funds to get the licensing so that I can start my new business? That's what I'm looking for, and that's what I'm asking for. Greetings to all those in the chat and that are approaching the live. How are you? Greetings to you. Good afternoon to you. Thanks again to all my subscribers, and thanks again to all those who um, like and support the channel. I'm very grateful for what you guys are doing with the channel right now. I'm very grateful. But listen, family, I'm starting this new business. I gotta go forward. I gotta propel forward, and the only way to go forward right now is to raise the funding for this licensing. In order to start this business, I gotta get licensed. Uh, the licensing is not expensive, but I do need to get licensed first. I gotta get two different types of licensing, and then I can register to be a part of these events, and I can, start making money. So that's exciting, right? That's what I'm looking towards to do. But I need help, family. I need your help. I need your help to raise the funds to get the licensing to start this new business. You know what I mean? So I'm asking the family, because you guys watch me, you guys believe in me, you guys encourage me, and you keep me going. Um, so yeah, definitely am going to need your help to get these licenses. Now they're not expensive. They're not expensive. I think one is $30. The other one, the other one I think is a little less than $300. That's obviously the more important one. That allows me to be licensed to deal with food and things like that. So definitely going to need that in order to get this business going, but really to participate in these events, right? In order to participate in these events, I'm going to have to get the licensing to do so. And I need your help, family. I need your help with the licensing. In order to get the licensing, I'm going to have to raise some funds. I don't have a job right now at the moment. Working on it though. I've been getting a lot of interviews. I just had an interview yesterday, so just going to keep pushing. But in order to get the licensing, I need to do this event, which I really want to do this event. I think it's going to be a blast. I think it's going to be a hit. Um, I already have everything prepared on what I'm going to do. But yeah, I need the licensing, so I need help getting that. If you could help with that, that'd be awesome. Um, Hockey Jillian, hello. What's up, Hockey Jillian? Warrior Gaming 2761. I wish I was a gamer. I got a lot of gamers that following me. Killian is best. Hi, Killian. Hi, Warrior Gaming. How Hockey Julian. Karen Silva. Hi. Killian is best. Hi. Cookie. What's up? How you doing, Cookie? Hi, Killian. Mr. Bulldog. Hi. What's going on? Hockey Jillian. I'm a gamer. I know. I wish I was a gamer because I have a lot of gamers that follow me. ESP Killian says. I don't know what ESP is, but thank you. Roberto from Brazil. Is it Roberto? Or is it Roberts? Let me know in the chat. From Brazil. Shout out to Brazil, everybody. Karen Silva, how you doing? Hi, beloved. Where you from, Karen? Miss Silva, where you from? Killian is best says I'm a gamer. I see. You told me you're a gamer. What's your favorite game to game? What's the most popular game to play right now? What is your favorite game to play? Let me know in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you for joining the chat and saying hello, hello back. And I'm grateful and thankful for you guys being here. Fortnite, man, I need to be a gamer. Karen's from Honduras. Silva. Karen Silva's from Honduras. You know what is Miss Karen? Jesus is King. How you doing, bro? Cookie, hello from the United States. Roberto says, yeah, it's Roberto from Brazil. So, Miss Karen Silva, you're from Honduras. What is it like to be in Honduras? What is it like living in Honduras? I know that you guys have a lot of tropical rainforests and you guys have animals and stuff. How is it there in Honduras? What's the politics like? Let us know what it's like. Warrior Gaming says my favorite game is college football 26 right now. Oh yeah, are you playing with the Buffaloes? Are you playing with Coach Prime? Are you playing with Colorado? That's what I want to know. Warrior Gaming. Killian is best says from the United States. Shout out to United States. Uh, speak EU amo o Brazil. You love Brazil? I don't know if that's what he's trying to say. I like going to the beach, Karen Silva says. Okay, Honduras has some great beaches out here. I'm just kidding. I'm in Mexico. Cookie says I'm in Mexico. Shout out to Mexico. Shout out to Mexico. Shout out to Honduras. And shout out to Brazil in the building. The Latin community is up in the building. What's up with y'all, man? How's y'all evenings going and what y'all up to? Do you have Discord? Nah, I don't have a Discord. I am on Discord, but I follow other people's Discords. I'm still learning how to use it because Discord is it's a little complicated. There's like many layers to Discord within people's Discord. There's all these different like branches and networks you could be a part of. You're in case shout out to Canada. If you would like to, Killian is best. All you got to do is press the subscribe button. If you would like to, I appreciate that. Thank you for following. Um, let's go back to Jesus is King. Jesus King says, "Hi, brother. How you doing? I can't stay today because I have to sleep. I have a very busy day tomorrow. Just wanted to say, hey, Jesus is King. Thanks for joining, and I hope your whole day tomorrow goes super well, and I hope that you get everything done that needs to get done. You know, shout out to Jesus is King, one of our faithful subscriptions. Good night, King Karen Silva. Good night, Bunnytron 2000. Bunnytron 2000. I don't know what yellow is. I don't know what yellow is. Thanks, Killian, for liking. I appreciate that. Killian is best liked. Bunnytron 2000 says yellow. I don't know what that means, sir or ma'am. I'm not sure or what you are. You a gamer as well, Bunnytron 2000? Are you a gamer? Roberto says, dude, how do I live there illegally? um, Plenty of people do. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how you do it, but plenty of people do, and they have jobs. Okay, so I'm sure it's not hard to do. What's your favorite sports team if you have one? Right now, I follow Colorado, the Buffs. Nobody in basketball right now that I'm following too heavy. I've been following Hampton basketball, women's basketball. I follow Hampton's women's basketball. Got some players up there that I respect and know. But that's about it. I'm not really a super sports guy. I'm just gonna kind of watch everything and watch it play out for this year and see who's the team that I like the most. You know what I mean? Can I friend request you on Discord? Sure. I don't know what my Discord is though. I go too often, so. But I would say sure. I think my Discord is Lifestyle to God, so just check that out, and you can follow if you would like to. I'm not on Discord too heavy though. Cookie says it's boring in Mexico. Why is that? Mexico is like everybody goes to Mexico to do tourism and to eat food and culture wise and tourism. Mexico was popping, I heard. Mexico has some dope parties, I heard. What's up with it being boring? Why is Mexico boring and where are you at in Mexico? Can I further question? Yeah. Nice. I don't like Colorado, but I still respect him. I love Dion. Yeah, man. Dion is the best, man. Warrior Gaming says. Nice. I don't like Colorado, but I still respect him. I love Dion. So who's your college team right now? Warrior Gaming. What college team are you following right now? Mexico is a good country. I believe it. And Donald Trump needs to leave Mexico alone. Mexico needs to be allowed to grow and flourish and do their thing. I know they have a lot of cartels in Mexico, but I mean, you know what I mean? That's Mexico's political business. I'm sure that they're working on that. You know what I mean? So, I really don't have no comment about that. Mexico is a good country. Yeah. If you lived in Mexico for a long time, it gets boring. Well, when are you going to leave, Cookie? You got to go explore other nations and travel. Can you get a visa somewhere so you could travel around? That was my question to Cookie. Warrior Gaming says WVU, West Virginia University. Yeah, I hear they're pretty good. So I'm gonna keep my eye on WVU. I'm gonna keep my eye on them. I've driven past their college plenty of times before. It's an interesting campus. It's an interesting driving to the campus, all the hills and everything well, mountains really that you got to drive through to get to WVU. But they have an interesting campus, though. They have a very interesting campus. I'm going to Canada soon. All right, Cookie. Well, I hope you have a good time in Canada. I hope you get to Toronto. I hear Toronto was fun. I hear they have a lot of good restaurants. They got lot of good tourism. Plus, Drake is there. You could drive past his house, apparently. His his house is like a monument. You could just drive past it. Killian is best says, how old are you? I'm old. I'm old enough to be an uncle. You know what I mean? I'm old enough to be an uncle. I'm still in my 30s, but this is my last year in my 30s. So I'm going to Canada soon. Killian's best says, how old are you? Yeah, like I said, I'm almost 40. I'm almost 40 years old. You're a cool guy. Thank you, Warrior Gaming says you're a cool guy. You're a cool person as well. I appreciate you being in the chat. Ananya! Ananya's in the building. Shout out to Ananya. Yeah, I'm old, family. I'm old. I know I look young, Karen Silva says. I know. Everybody tells me that. You know what I mean? Even when I grow my beard out a little bit, I still look rather young. But that's the genes, that's the genetics. They say black don't crack. You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like if I didn't have gray hairs in my beard, it would be undistinguishable how old I am. You know what I mean? But thank you, Miss Silva, and thank you, Warrior Gaming. Ananya, what have you been up to, dear? How's school? How's studying? How's India? How are your parents? How's everything going for you, dear? Oh, Warrior Gaming says you look like you're 26 and you look good for 39. I appreciate that, family. Now, if I can get my finances to look good, you know what I mean? That's what we're working on, and that's why I did the live tonight. Because I'm definitely trying to raise funds, and I need to raise funds for licensing. I got to get a license and a permit for certain things to do events to raise money. So that's why I'm doing the live because I'm hoping you guys will be generous out there and kind and caring to donate. LifestyleChildofGod at gmail.com. That's the Zelle. Definitely trying to raise money for these events that I want to do. But I need permitting, I need licensing to do them. So, I need help with that. But yeah, man, I cannot take my hat off. I got locks. I still got my locks. I didn't cut my hair yet. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna keep the hat on if you don't mind. I appreciate that. Killian is best. Thanks for everybody in the chat. Thanks for the 3 likes. Thanks for everybody for just joining. But what y'all got going on? What y'all want to talk about today? What's going on in the chat? We got people from Mexico here. We got people from Honduras here. We got people from Brazil. And everybody plans on traveling, which I wish you the best of luck in your travels and safety in your travels and mucho divertido, which means a lot of fun. You know what I mean? A lot of fun. So, um, but yeah, definitely need to get these licenses, man. I gotta get one that costs $30. The other one, I think online it says it costs around 250, 267, $267. But if I get these licensings, I can do events. I can apply to this event. It's about a month and a half out. I'm trying to get ready for it. Once I get the licensing, then I can move to the next step, which is finding a place to put all the inventory together, right? So I got to find a place to put the inventory together to make things happen and make things shake. You know what I mean? But this is a way for me to make money and to sustain myself. Plus, it's also a way for me to give back to the community and specifically give back to the homeless community because I'll be able to take care of them with whatever inventory I have left over. And so that's really, just trying to do something good for the community and stay positive and stay with the Lord, the Most High God. I want to stay in His graces, so got to do something that would be pleasing to the Lord and be beneficial to the community. You know what I mean? So that's what I want to do. But I can't do it without you, family. I'm gonna need your help. And in order to get your help, I'm gonna need some donations too. LifestyleChildOfGod@gmail.com. That's my Zelle. Like I said, I got $30 to raise for the first sets of licensing, and then I got about $267, $250 for the second set of licensing. Now, if I get accepted into this particular program that I applied to, I won't need the money for the second set of licensing because that they provide that in the program. But the program is about it's about a month and a half long. So I don't know if I'll have that certification, that licensing by the time this event pops off. So I don't know if I will, but that's why I need your help, family, because I'm trying to get it together so that I can roll this event out, man. Just do it. You know what I mean? And so I found something that finally works for me. And I think that I'm going to be super successful at it. I just got to get set up. I just got to get set up. Oh, snap. I had a glitch, everybody. My bad. Let me get back to, because I had a glitch. Go to the pizza place. Luffy20, go to the pizza place. I'll share your story with my friends and see if they want to donate to your website. Hey, thanks, Warrior Gaming. Can you give a shout out to YouTube channel CPO 9913? Uh, yeah, shout out to CPO 9913. Killian's best asked to shout that out. What's your website again? I don't have a website. I don't have a website anymore. Luffy says go to the pizza place. You look hungry, go to the pizza place. Read my comment. Killian's is best. Read my comment. It says go to the pizza place. You look hungry, go to the pizza place. Can you give me a shout out? Yeah, I shouted it out. CPO, CPO 9913. I just subscribed to you. Do you stream often? I do stream often. Thanks for your subscription. Hey, Miss Silva, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Thank you, Killian. Um, yeah, no pizza tonight, family. I appreciate them for looking out for me, by the way. But no pizza tonight. We got a straight fast. We got a straight fast because the thing is I'm trying to get this licensing money so I can run this event. This event is what I need to do, and it doesn't cost a lot for the licensing, but I got to raise some money somehow, at least until I go back to work at this other job that I have, and whenever that happens, uh, I'm sure they'll call me eventually. But yeah, had an interview yesterday, so I'm gonna keep rolling, so keep the interviews coming. But we got to step it up, man. We got to step it up. So, thanks for the likes, everybody. I appreciate that. Thanks for the likes. Let me see here. Yeah, thanks for the subscriptions, everybody. And Killian asked to shout out the channel, CEPO, CEEPO 9913. Hopefully, you got some good stuff on your channel for people to watch and subscribe to. And hopefully, it's not nothing. Hopefully, I'm not shouting about anything that's not good for subscribers to watch. But I support you. And so I need your help again, family. We're trying to get this licensing money. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep asking the family. I'll do a separate stream. We'll try to do two streams a day. I'll do a separate stream where we try to donate and fundraise. Thanks for the likes again. And I'll do a separate stream like I did earlier about things that are going on or talking about the Word of God or whatever we're talking about um, that matters. But yeah, I'm just trying to get the license. If I can get the licensing before the end, if I can get registered for this event before the end of this month, I'll be rolling, man. I will be rolling. So I'm looking for you guys to help out because I'm going to record the event. It's going to be a big event. It's going to be a good event, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing. But I want to hold off before I just show you or tell you exactly what I'm doing. I want to hold off a little bit. Wanted to kind of be a surprise, and if I could raise the funding, that would be great. If I could raise the funding, that would be wonderful, because I definitely need to do this event. I really want to do it. I'm excited about it, and anytime you're excited about something, that's a good thing, right? So I'm excited about it. Adi Rich. Hmm, hold on. What kind of music do you like? Warrior says I like rap, EDM, R&B, old school R&B, from the '60s up, and that's really it. Rap, EDM, R&B. Sometimes I listen to a little bit of country, but it's very rare. It's like specific songs. I'll listen to some rock, but it's usually like '90s rock, specific songs though. Um, ID Rithu. ID Rithu. I think that's how you pronounce your name. Let me know if I pronounced it correctly. ID Rithu. ID Rithu. Um, I think that's how you pronounce it. I think that's how you pronounce it. If I pronounced it incorrectly, let me know. But anywho, family, we are definitely trying to raise this funds up. Definitely trying to raise the funds up. Definitely trying to get my licensing together. If I can get this licensing together, it will be phenomenal. I'm trying to tell you. So help out with that if you can. Lifestylechildofgod@gmail.com. I'm going to be doing the best I can to raise these funds up for this event. And yeah, I'm going to start a GoFundMe tomorrow to raise the licensing for it. And it'll have more detail about me trying to raise the funding. Should onlookers be fined for not helping? Hey, this dude's star is crazy. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you for your comments. Whether you're a hater or a congratulator, I appreciate you. Thank you for everybody who liked, and thank you to those who said that they subscribed on this here stream. But open chat, but just really just trying to raise funds, needing to raise funds for the licensing, right? In order to do these events, I got to be licensed. And so I'm going to have to take a class. Now, like I was saying, if I get into this program, which I hope I get into it, but if I don't, it's okay. But if I get into this program, they will pay, they will provide the licensing, at least the more expensive one. The problem with that is the program is like a month and a half, and I might not get the licensing in time for this specific event. So definitely trying to get all the everything down and packed before this event comes, because I can make some serious dough at this event, and that's what I'm planning on doing. That's what I'm trying to do. Can't tonight, sorry. No, 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 no worries, Warrior Gaming, no worries, no worries. I'm gonna be advocating. the rest of this week. And like I said, I'm gonna start a GoFundMe, and the GoFundMe will be specifically about the new business and getting the licensing and funding for it. And yeah, man, I'm excited because I'm excited to show you guys what I've created, what I've been working on for a couple months now. I've been putting this together, and I just want to show you guys a great thing. You know what I mean? Looking to impress you guys. So that's what it is. Thanks for those who are watching. Thanks for all those who like. Thanks to all those who watch. If you do decide to donate, lifestylechildofgod@gmail.com. That's the Zelle. Like I said, we will be starting the GoFundMe tomorrow. So the next time I go live, I will put that in the description, and I'll be advocating that people donate so that I can get the licensing up. Um, but you're doing a great thing by donating. Let me tell you that. You know, not only would you be helping me get my business started, but you'll be helping the community, right? Because this is about the community, this business, and it's really going to not only help the community, but it pleases God, right? Because it's a good thing. I'm helping all the way around with this business, um, and so I think that the Lord is going to thumbs up, and He's going to bless. Killing is best. Put the heart emoji. Thank you, Killian. Um, like I always say, thank you guys for just watching the chat, the likes, the subscriptions. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Um, but yeah, what you guys got going on tonight, man? We talked about the news earlier. It's nothing too much going on in the news. We talked about that earlier. Um, we talked about Trump. We talked about the guy at the base who tried to kill five of his fellow soldiers. Good thing he didn't. And they're still living. Thank God that they are in the hospital, getting repairs done on themselves. You know what I mean? So that's good. We talked about the Russian volcano blowing up, right? We talked about the volcano erupting after centuries, and we talked about the federalization of D.C. There's a lot of crime in D.C. and Trump. Although he just wants ultimate power, he's been really advocating that he take the throne over DC. Hey, Adidik, what's up, man? What's going on? I'm not sure if I pronounced your name right. Always correct me in the chat. Adidik, Adidik. I'm not sure if that's right. Let me know if I got that right. Man, I just like to be in the gym. If you notice, if you go on my channel, we got a lot of gym workouts. So we work out in the gym in the morning, called Good Morning America. Let's get it. And that's pretty much it right now. Just the gym. Um, I'll do a lot of reading and research. You know what I mean, on things that I'm interested in. And I read the Bible, man. The Bible is a hobby of mine. I look to be more proficient uh, with the Word of God, but also to inspire others with the Word of God, right? So those are a couple things that I do on my own time that are hobbies. Um, but really, the hobby that I like the most, I think, is this thing that I've been working on that I need licensing for. The licensing really is to get into the events, right? I don't really need the licensing. Well, in order, if I'm going to do this full time, obviously I need a licensing. But to get into these events, you got to be like fully thorough. You got to have this, you got to have that, you got to have this, you got to have that. So I'm looking to build that up. Karen Silva says, "Me too. I read the Bible." Miss Silva, what is your favorite thing to read in the Bible? I'm so happy. Everybody, give Miss Silva a heart, man. Go and follow her channel. She says, "I love God." Absolutely, Miss Silva. God is everything. Um, Jesus is everything. Really, Jesus is Lord, man. Can you feel that? Warrior Gaming says, "I love reading the Bible and church." I'm proud of you, bro. I like that. That's what's up. Well, I don't need to be proud of you for it. That's something that I'm happy that you're a part of. Adidas says, "What about in Ukraine?" Adidas says, "What? you about Ukraine. I mean, I don't know what he's trying to say, but what I would say is that I support Ukraine in their efforts to come to a peaceful resolution with Russia. I support their sovereignty as a nation, and I support Ukraine just, ending the war and them becoming a sovereign nation. Not becoming, but remaining a sovereign nation. That's all I can say about Ukraine. I don't know what that says. Pravoslavi? I don't know what that is. Warrior Gaming says, I wish there was just world peace. I mean, we're getting there. We're going to get there. It's a difficult thing to do, but we will get there. World peace. In order to have world peace, we have to have a common denominators amongst humanity, which we do, but we need to talk about that more on the world stages, right? And some of these other countries have to open their horizons and broaden their communication, right? And I think the best way to do that is Twitter. You know, everybody should have a Twitter account, and we should have global classes that people can attend. It should be billions of people attending global classes online on Twitter. I think that that would be a positive thing, and that would help us get to world peace. That will help us get to world peace because we need to talk about a lot of subjects, and people from other countries should be informed about what's going on in other countries, right? To help advocate, but to help, to help support, to help negotiate, to help rally support again. But those are the things that we got to do in order to get to world peace, and we got to get rid of these crazy leaders that we elect. They're too narcissistic, if you will. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody in the building. Thanks for the likes, thanks for the follows, the subscriptions, and thanks for liking. So, like I said, just got up here because I wanted to talk to the family and to get the support I need, rally the support that I need to get this licensing so that I can do this event. Warrior Gaming says, I'm going to bed, but I would definitely like your content to stay subbed. Hey, Warrior Gaming, have a good night. Thank you so much for supporting. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you on another live or watching the content. You know what I mean? I appreciate that. But yeah, the Lord, the Most High God, uh, man, I can't be more grateful to the Lord. I can't be more grateful to the Lord Jesus for the things that they're doing in my life. More or less, the Lord has told me he's woken me up, and he gives me words every morning. And one of the words he gave me the other morning was edification. And so the things that I'm going through are a part of edification. They're a part of edifying me for whatever his purposes are. I don't know what those purposes are, but whatever his purposes are of edification, that I may be in alignment with whatever he wants me to do or whichever way he wants me to go. Um, I would tell the family that things are intensifying in the world, not only in every country, but specifically the United States, and that we really need to be prepared for any type of major catastrophic event, right? We need to really be prepared and get your minds ready for any major or catastrophic event. A lot of people are predicting things for September, so just be well aware of that, and just try to stay close to your families in these time periods and in these times. But yeah, man, grateful. Thank you all for subscribing again. Thank you all for liking and watching. Again, this is just really a survey call, a public call for rallying to get donations so that I can get this licensing. Oh, thank you for the like, everybody. I got to get this licensing so that I can be a part of these events, so I can get to making some money, some making some donuts, as they say. My uncle used to say that all the time. Got to make the donuts, but just trying to rally the funding for it, and it's not a lot. But I do have a short period of time to rally the funding for it because it is. I got about a month and a half away, maybe a little less than a month and a half to get all these things put together so that I can join this event. And so that's my prayer, that I can pull my resources together and get these licensings and get these certificates and everything. And hey, man, I'll see you tomorrow. Um, so that we can move forward, man, because we about to do some amazing things. I can see it now. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. Like I'm just like, okay, I got to do these amazing things. I got to do these amazing things. So I don't want to tell you guys what it is just yet. You know what I mean? I got a whole thing, right? I got a whole thing, but I got to hold on because I want it to be a grand surprise. I want to go live and you guys see it like, oh my God, like this is what he put our money to. Yes. You know what I mean? So that you guys can be not only have the gratitude of donating, but just be like, man, he actually did what he said he was going to do with the money he donated that we donated to him. Yes, I did, and yes, I am, and I want you guys to hold me accountable to it. Like let's let the Bible tells us to prove all things. So let's prove these things to the world together. You know what I mean? All the people that subscribe and watch and like the channel. Let's prove these things together. But in order to do that, we got to get started, and we got to get started with donations for funding for licensing and certificates and these things that I need, these professional items that I need to be a part of these events, right? And once I get the ball rolling, baby, we gonna be rolling, baby. We gonna be rolling, man. So new game plan, and I'm excited to do it. Uh, and I want you guys to be proud of not only me, but be proud and give glory to God. You know, for the creativity and the ideas that He blesses us all with, that we may move on those ideas. You know what I mean? So that's what we're trying to do. Let me see. We've been up here 37 minutes. And we're getting a little dry. We're getting a little dry. We talked about it. We talked about it. So, um, that the airplanes. I love airplanes. I don't like riding in them, but I love to see them, man. Like I said earlier in the live, airplanes are amazing. It's a reminder of what we can accomplish as humanity. I don't know. Something about Twitter is all over the place sometimes. It's an exciting place to be in, though. To me, Twitter is like that game. Not Roblox, but the other game the gentleman was talking about up here. But yeah, so anywho, so thank you for listening to my splill. Thank you for listening to me advocate. Um, I'm gonna jetpack out of here because the topics. It's my bedtime. Good night. Hey, Karen Silver. First of all, yo, Telly TV was good. What's going on, yo? Miss Silva, thank you for joining. Thank you for being in the chat and participating. Thank you for your like and your subscription. Shout out to Honduras. And I look forward to seeing you again, Miss Silva. So thank you so much. Very great. Telly TV, yo, what you up to, fam? What's going on this evening? Telly TV, I know you a gamer too. We got a lot of gamers in the building, man. I'm gonna have to get me a gaming system eventually. I don't know. I'm not really excited about playing games. I like adventure games though. I'm more into adventure games. I'm not really into sports games or anything like that. But I like adventure games though. How do you know? How do you know that? How do I know what, Telly TV? I think the last time you was in the chat, you said you was a gamer. Last time, because you was in the chat earlier today or yesterday, and you said you was a gamer. I think I remember that. Plus, you're a regular, so I see you when I keep seeing you. I remember you. You become part of the family. You become a regular. So we got to shout out all the regulars. And shout out to everybody that was in the chat today. We had a bunch of people in the chat. Thanks for everybody in the chat, but thank you for being positive. You know what I mean? Whether you're a hater or a congratulator, thanks for the positive comments and thanks for saying good things. Um, I know Luffy 20. Luffy 20. I don't know. Uh, I'm not sure if they're a hater or congratulator, but I know that they're local. and they watch me. Um, but yeah, man, Telly TV. What did you say? Hold up. Oh, Telly TV. Come on, Telly TV. You can't be posting stuff and then you want to retract the message. You gotta post it, man. We gotta be transparent with each other, family. We gotta be transparent with each other, family. What did you post? Um. Anyways, family, look, lifestylechildofgod at gmail.com. That's where you could donate at least until I open the GoFundMe. And the GoFundMe, I think I'm gonna put it at like $300 to $400 because I don't need that much for the licensing. Um, so I don't really need that much, but I do need the licensing, and I need to get it before a certain time period so that I can register for this event, right? And then I can go from there. Um, I got a couple other questions I need to answer for myself in relevance to the new business, but one step at a time, one step at a time, one pant leg at a time, one shirt sleeve, one shirt, put your shirt on one arm at a time, right? So just trying to get there, family, just trying to get there and build up the necessary, just trying to get there and build up the necessary funding for this new thing that we about to do. Um, I'm about to get ready to go pray soon. I got a long prayer time, about an hour. I got to get ready for that. And so we are fasting. We are beginning the fasting process starting, I don't know, a couple hours ago. So I'm going to be doing that until maybe about Saturday or until the Lord says you don't got to fast anymore. Um, but I felt the need that the Lord called me into fasting again to get closer, to read more of the Word, to pray. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to follow those instructions to the Lord. But yeah, family, just babbling now. But like I said, I always, always, always appreciate everybody for liking and subscribing. You guys are amazing. And, this channel is yours as well as much as it's mine, but really it belongs to God, right? And I'm still studying on some topics, but we're going to cover some topics from the Bible soon. Still got to study. I got to fast and pray about some topics. And really, the Lord has shown me something new last night about one of the topics that I'm working on. So I'm glad I didn't go live about it yet because I'm still getting downloads from the Lord and I'm still getting information from the Lord about these specific topic matters that I got to talk about. But yeah, I'm so grateful to everybody that likes the channel and watches and subscribes. You guys are increasing the channel. Thanks. That's all I really got to say. Thanks. Shout out to everybody that helps me out with food and surviving and nourishment. I want to shout you out. I don't want to tell people, even though obviously Lucky 20 is just saying what everything, right? But I just want to shout those people out because no matter no matter what you hear me say or the indifferences, you guys still help out. And listen, if I had it, I give it. And when I did have it, I gave it every time. And actually, I give it now, even though I don't have it. When people do bless me with money, I take some of that money and I give back to the brothers and sisters that don't have. You know what I mean? For example, there was a lady the other day. She's a homeless lady, but she was trying to get me to purchase something from McDonald's for her. She had like a free coupon or something like that, but it didn't work out the way that she was describing. I couldn't really understand her, and so I was only able to get one of the items because just the way that everything was going was kind of janky, right? So that next day when I got paid, I made sure I went and oh, I made sure I went and I made sure I went and bought her, everything that she desired. Even though I didn't have a lot of money and I didn't need to waste money, specifically not on McDonald's. McDonald's is expensive, man. But I care about that lady, man. She's really cool. She's nice. She is homeless, but she does well on her own, for herself. But I had to make sure I blessed her. You know what I mean? I just had to. So I take Whatever money I get, I always take a percentage of it. That's my tithe to the Lord, and I give it back to my brothers and sisters, whether that they need me to buy them something out the store or if they're hungry, whatever it is. I always give. The other day, a young lady hooked me up with food, and it was a brother. He was starving, you know what I mean, and I gave him a portion of the food that I had. I had to give something back, you know what I mean. So I always look to give, man. I always look to give and to take care of others, and in Islam, that's what they teach. Like we're supposed to be giving back. We're supposed to be taking care of others. They teach that in Christianity too, but you see a lot of it. You see a lot of people in Islam really giving back to really people. Not that you don't in the Christian community, um, but I feel like a lot of funding gets wasted in the Christian community, and it's not really going to the proper places that it should go. Um, Telly TV says, "What was the best day?" I don't know what you mean, family. I don't know what you mean. Anyways, we've been on here about an hour, a little over an hour. Well, a little under an hour, excuse me. Not over, but under. So that's what we're gonna do. Like I said, family, I need the help to get these licensing and these certificates so I can move forward with these events. If you can donate, cool. If you can't, that's cool too. Don't feel bad about it. Lifestyle, child of God at gmail.com. That's the Zelle. But if you would like to wait until I open the GoFundMe, wait till I open the GoFundMe. I'm gonna open that up tomorrow, and we'll be doing lives about the donations and everything else, so that we can raise these funds up and hopefully blessed be the Lord that He blesses me and blesses the new company that we can get started. You feel what I'm saying? So, anyways, family, thanks for joining me. Thanks for all the likes. 8 likes, I appreciate that. Thanks for everybody who joined the chat. I appreciate you. And thanks for everybody that watches the channel. Definitely appreciate you. Lifestyle here, child of God. Be good. Pray to the Lord. Blessings. Amen.